Alright guys, so in this project what we're going to do is change the rear brake rotor on a Honda Reflex 250. Basically what we're going to do first, we need to take out the exhaust. So we have one bolt right here, we have one right here, we have one right here, and one underneath here, and one here in front. So we're going to take those 4 bolts out and we'll see what's the next step. Right here, the exhaust. This one is a 12 millimeter, and the rest of them, right here, on the bottom and the back, they're 14. So you take the 14, try and close them. On the back. Loosen it up, go right here underneath. Loosen this up and go underneath right here. Loosen this up. Come loose now. And try to take those bolts off. Right, that's the first one on the bottom. Right here. They look like they have white, I believe, tread locker on them. They're the same size. The bolt on the bottom, they're the same size. Let's check out the top ones. I'm gonna take off this 3rd bolt. Seems like it's the same size. And the last bolt, I'm just gonna support the exhaust, so you won't put stress on the header. Oop. Don't do like me. I just pulled it out and the bolt went right under here. So what we're gonna do right now is just wiggle it out. And boom, we have this exhaust out. Now I can take my bolt off. There you go. This stock exhaust is really heavy. I think it's, I don't know, 10 pounds or so. Put this aside. And the last bolt that I took out was slightly longer than the other ones. Way longer. Keep that in mind. Now, what we're gonna do is take off the, actually we gotta loosen up the nut right here, and then we're gonna take off the caliper. So let me find out what size is this nut, and be right back. So the axle nut, it's a 24 millimeter. 24 millimeter, this is around the axle. Just using one of those extendable wrenches slash breaker bar. I'm gonna try to loosen this up. Let's see. Need to put some pressure on the scooter. Let me see how I'm gonna do this. One-handed. I don't know if I should press the brake. I'm just gonna put pressure on it. Whoop. Gonna be a little bit harder than I anticipated, but I'm not giving up. Okay, now I'm sitting on the scooter and I have my brake on. Let's see. There we go. So what you can do, you just lay on the scooter on your belly, hold the rear brake, and brake that loose. I'm not sure how many tons of torque it is, but I got it done. Now I got the axle nut out. It's not out, but it's loose. Anyways, let's come back to the next step. Okay, now I think I can take the caliper off. Let me see where it's the bolt. Okay, caliper bolt, I believe are those two. Not 100% sure. Let me grab the manual. After a bit of a research, I got the manual. Well, one page of it. Okay, so what they're saying is remove the swing guard mount bolts, which are those two right here, the one on the bottom and this one, and rear axle nut, we got it right here, caliper mount nuts, and I think are those two bolts right here, one here and one here, and I think those are 12 millimeter bolts. So I'm gonna take those two, and also we gotta take this out. Probably this was a 13, I think. Let's see. 12. Where's my 13? 13. All right. So let's see. It's not a 13. Maybe it's a 14. Yep, it's a 14. So the only tools we'll need, it's 12, 14, and a 24. Alright, so let's loosen up the caliper. Put a 12 millimeter on it. One bolt. Second bolt. And the caliper, you guys see it's loose. Now, let's see. There you go. Just slide it off. You can guys check the brakes. You can change the brake pads also if you want to. But for the time being, we're just worried about the brake disc brake, rear disc brake. So what I like to do is put the bolts back in where it goes. This is just me, but I guess I can put it over here in this caliper. It's fine. It doesn't have a tread on the swing arm. Sorry about my hard breathing. I just went up and down the stairs really fast. Okay, now looks like this one, it's been held. The line for the brake, it's held over there by this clip. I would like to take it off. It's right here. It's like a little bolt right there. I'd like to take it off, but I'm not sure if I need to take it off, or I can just leave the swing arm down. So let's just leave it down for now and report if it's an issue. Also, you should have some Corona with you, just because it's getting summertime. It's getting closer to summertime, and the cold one is always a good one. Alright, now loosen up the bolt for the shock absorber. And the shock is out of the way. You can leave this in here, maybe. No, I'm just gonna put it right here. Just like to keep the bolts where they belong. Now let's just take off the axle. Should I take this one off first? Yeah, I guess I can. Take this one off first. Boom, nut is out. As right now. Now we go over here. Okay. Some cracks. And this one. Cracked also. Don't forget to put tread locker on them because it's gonna help holding the thing in place with all the vibration. This is a long bolt. Put it right here. Oops. This is a long bolt. They're both the same. Now, took this out. I'm just gonna let this swing over here. I would like to keep it with a little bungee cord so you won't put a whole pressure on it. What I'm gonna do, it's take a little bungee, wrap it around here just to keep the pressure off of it and hang it somewhere. There we go. Hang it over here. There you go. Just to keep some pressure off the hose. And now we have access to the rear disc right here. Let me see how many. Let's see, what size is this? Does it specify here? Nope, I didn't print that page. So let's find out. It's not a 7mm. Seven. It's too small. Let's see. This is a. Geez, I can't tell what this is. I'll definitely post it in the description. But this is the size. Let me see if I can. Okay. This is a 6. Okay, I just brushed it off for a lid. It is a 6mm. So the 6mm is for the caliper. We got 4 bolts. So, Jesus Christ. Should have done that. Yep, cracked it open. Okay. 6mm. Ooh. This thing was tight. Okay. Go to the next. Make sure you use the right size because if you strip those, it's going to be a pain to take them out. Okay. It's cracked. cracked. Just go the other way. And this is the last one. Jesus. Ooh. That was really hardcore mounted out there. 6mm. Sure if I can. No, I can't. Okay. 6mm, buddy. It's tight in here. I just needed to take it out and see what size I have to order. Sometimes you need to measure, even though I use Chinese parts from Amazon or eBay, and they give you the dimensions. Sometimes they don't, they just say the name. It happened to me, and they're not gonna fit, so I want to take it out before I order it, actually measure the distance between the holes, and between those two holes and the size of the caliper. I think the same caliper is used by, I mean not caliper, the same disc brake is used by Honda VTR 1000R from 2000 and 2001, if I remember correctly. But we gotta get this done, and I need to order this so I can pass the inspection. Because he failed because of the disc brake. It's worn out beyond, well, it's not beyond, but it just worn out just under the specs. So this is the process of taking the disc brake out. You just put it back in reverse order. You took everything out, and then you should be fine. So I'm not gonna make this video with putting it back, because it's basically the same thing. All you have to do is put a new disc brake on here, tighten it down to the specs, because this had red tread locker on it, so I know it's pretty heavy duty tread locker. And you put it back. Basically, you put the nut back on the axle. You put this swing arm bracket over here, clamp the shock absorber, and then clamp back the caliper on the bracket, and then you put back the exhaust, and basically that's what it is. But I just needed to take this out, measure it, and order it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, stay sober. See you next time.